Hi, welcome back. I'm Brandy Schmidt. I am the owner and instructor at Repose LLC. You can find us on Facebook and now on OCTV. Thank you for joining us today. We're having a basic yoga class. This is for all levels of practice. If you've never done yoga before, you're in the right spot. I just like to remind everyone that you need to honor your body's limitations. If there's anything that we show you or offer, suggest, and it's just not right for you, sit it out. Do a posture that is right for you, or just do part of a posture. My intention and the real heart of Repose was just to get everyone in the community, no matter where you're at in your physical life, in your age, in your capabilities, that we get just a little more movement and feel better about ourselves and leave feeling that we're better than when we came. So thank you for joining us in Leonard, Michigan. I hope you enjoy the class.
Just think, what if we didn't have local TV and radio? Where would I go for local sports, local politics, a mayor, city council, stuff that affects me every day? How about health? Who's covering things that endanger my family? I need to know now, as it happens, from sources I trust, people in my community. No agenda, no bias like you find on cable and social media. Just facts. For news I can trust, I stay local. Support your local station. Text TV to 52886 today.
Hi, welcome to Repose. This is just going to be an easy, relaxed practice for today. We're going to focus a little bit on breath work and removing ourselves from anxiety and stress, which yoga always can help with. Finding a nice seat. If you're at home, you might want to prop yourself up on a pillow or a block. I'm using a blanket today, so take a moment to just elevate the hips up and let the knees fall forward, whatever that looks like for you, and get comfortable. Sitting upright, bringing those shoulders back. Let's just take a few deep breaths together, in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then from here in the practice, we're going to try to just breathe in and out through the nostrils. Nostril breathing helps to warm, cleanse the air. It is going to be your biggest defense from any bacteria, dander, allergens. Breathing through the nose is really ideal for setting the body up for defense, especially in the cold season when allergies and dust and disease is higher. So we're going to focus on breathing in and out through the nose. Maybe take a few breaths to just connect with what that feels like. And then let the eyes relax and close. Really encouraging those shoulders to be down rather than maybe up by the ears. If we're tense, maybe it'll help you to relax by rolling those shoulders a few times and then letting them fall down. Hands can be rested nicely onto the knees or on the chest and belly to just connect with the breathing of the body. Try to really deepen that inhale, letting the chest and belly rise. Throughout our day, when we're moving with a natural breath, it tends to be just a chest breath, not a deep breath, and we know we've got it when the belly starts to balloon out a little bit. And then lengthening the exhale, really allowing everything to push out, adding a little bit of an extra squeeze to the abdomen. That's going to slow down our heart rate and allow our cortisol levels to drop, our heart rate to slow. Counting helps. You might take 4 seconds of really deep breath in and try to lengthen to 6 or 8 seconds on the exhale. And if the hands are not already relaxed, just bringing them down to the side. We like to have our hands open. Being open allows us to be ready to receive good energy, good thoughts. Shows that we're relaxed. So when we're tense and we're closed out, we tend to make fists or close those hands in, maybe holding on to things, and that tension is going to fester up through the body. So just focusing on releasing those shoulders down through the arms, opening up the hands, and then finding a new focus here by bringing the thumb and the finger together. We call this the Gaian Mudra, which is for wisdom and knowledge. They're just hand gestures that symbolize something that's important to you. If you're not comfortable with that, maybe just touching the thumb to one finger and then the next finger. This is bringing that mind and body connection, allowing us to not focus on any stressful or negative thoughts at the time, and rather just bringing the focus to the breathing and the motion of the fingers. And you might use those fingers for counting that breath and getting back to that deep inhale and elongating the exhale. Just finding gratitude for what we have today and in this moment, not worrying about what happened yesterday or what we need to do later in this day, but rather be present right here and now. Grateful for the health that you do have, for the mobility that you do have, and recognizing each day as a gift, deciding how you will share it. A few more breaths and we'll start to get into some movement here. As we open those hands up again, just reaching those arms out to the side and overhead. Deep inhale, looking up if that feels good, and exhaling as the hands come down to heart center. If you're on a prop or a blanket, just removing that, pushing it to the side as we drop down. Crossing the legs the opposite way, just balancing out the body. In yoga, whatever we do to one side, we want to do to the other. And our lefts and rights are not the same, so that will feel different for you in most poses. One more time, inhaling the arms overhead. Exhaling, hands down at the heart center. And then on your next inhale, one more reach. We're going to come down, right arm to the right side, left arm reaches as we look up towards that arm. The eyes might close and be soft. Nice stretch in that left side body. Really allow that left lung to lift. Feel it fill up on the inhale and slowly empty on the exhale. And you might be able to come all the way down here onto the forearm, do what's best for you, or bringing a block or something to prop up on. On your next inhale, reaching up again, bringing both arms overhead. Deep breath. And exhale, left hand comes to the left side, right arm reaches overhead, finding whatever option is right for this side. It might not be the same as the other side. And inhale as we bring both arms overhead once again. Hands down at heart center. I might take a moment here to press the fingers into each other, spreading them wide and pressing the palms. This is going to help stretch out the hands, any tension. If we have arthritis in the fingers, going to help to spread that out and relieve some of that. You're going to want to hold this for about 15 seconds. And really, if this feels good, doing it throughout your day, 4 or 5 times in a row, kind of taking a break, letting those hands relax, and then coming back and pressing again. So you can do more of that on your own throughout your day. I'm going to bring the feet apart as I shift on the mat. The feet are together here, and we pull that chest up, making a diamond shape with the knees. Just allowing those legs to naturally open with gravity. If the knees are more up, that's all we have to give. That's perfectly fine. And if you find comfort in resting on something, you can always rest a block under those knees if they're up higher. And that can help to prop them, allow you to relax in this. From here, we're going to just bring those knees up, holding on to the back of the leg, checking where you are on your mat. You might need to shift forward as we lay back, bringing those knees with you for just a moment, and then allowing the feet to stretch out. Arms can be open here or again on the belly and the chest. Focusing on that deep breathing. We're just preparing ourselves for the movement, connecting the breath to the movement. On your inhale, arms are going to open wide. On your exhale, bringing those hands together, bending at the elbows, keeping those elbows up towards the sky. And maybe we stay here, again, hands together, or bringing the right arm under the left and wrapping those arms around each other, pulling the elbows up towards the ceiling, getting a nice stretch in the shoulders, breathing through it. Slowly unraveling those arms if you were able to twist them. Inhaling as you open up. Allow the chest to rise. Allow that arch of the back to lift off the mat. And on your next exhale, bringing those arms together again. Bending at the elbows so that the forearms are in front of the face. Lifting the elbows up towards the sky. Pressing the hands, maybe we stay here. Or bringing the opposite arm underneath and wrapping those hands around. Breathing through the nose, deep breathing. And then slowly releasing. On the inhale, arms open wide again. Take a few deep breaths. On your next inhale, bringing those arms directly overhead, pointing and flexing into the feet, just getting a nice deep full body stretch here. And then bringing those knees up towards the chest, meeting them with the hands, tucking it in nice and tight. And you might want to add some rocking side to side, just a little massage to the back, starting to get some blood flowing. And then we're going to have the legs parallel, knees point up towards the sky. We lift the calves and the feet parallel to the earth. Hands are going to come to the top of the knees. This will be our inhale, deep breath. On the exhale, we're just going to bring those knees in towards the chest. Squeeze all that air out. Squeeze the belly. And then inhale as the knees come away and the legs are parallel to the mat. Continuing this to your own breath at home. Always trying to lengthen that breath, lengthen the exhale. Reminder that the exhale slows the heart while the inhale speeds it up. So when we're trying to bring calmness to our day or relax before sleeping, we want to take deep, short inhales and long, slow exhales. On this next inhale, we're going to hold it. Start to cross the calves here. The knees are going to start to come open and bring those feet towards the body as we hold onto the opposite foot with the hand. So my left hand is on my right foot, my right hand is on my left foot, and we're just pulling those feet down towards the body. So you might only be able to cross your legs here at the shin. If you are able to get more deeper, you'll go knee over knee and pull those legs down at the side. So find what's right for you. We're just gonna hold. We're pulling those toes down, stretching the feet here and maybe warming those toes up if they're cold. And then slowly release, and we're going to cross the legs the opposite way. Opposite knee on top or opposite shin on top. Bending in and pulling those feet down. And just noticing the difference, the change in sensation from left to right side. It seems subtle, but it might make a big difference. Coming back to that breathing if you've lost it, in and out through the nose, squeezing the belly on the exhale. Start to bring a smile to the face. Sometimes we have to force that smile, but smiling releases endorphins and creates good feelings within the mind and body. And now is a good time because we're going to add a little bit of playfulness into this part of the practice. We're going to start to bring the legs out, knees come a little bit closer to the body, and start to rock yourself forward. So what we're going to do is use those feet to pull the arms and bring us into a seated position. Some people might be able to bring their legs straight out, others might not. Just laugh at yourself, have fun with it. If you're home with younger kids, this might be something that you can playfully do with your children. And rocking up. Start to relax the legs here. Bringing those feet together once again, making a diamond shape with the legs. Bringing the feet open like a book. Maybe we rub the feet a little bit here. If there was any tension from pulling them towards the ground, we're going to rub out that tension here. Going through each toe, feeling the bone of the foot and kind of rubbing it towards the toe. Looking up, start to lengthen that spine. We're going to be tilting that pelvis forward so the tailbone points back. Bringing the heart forward and start to lean in as much as you can with that straightish back, and then start to round in and bring that chin in. It might feel good to bring the arms out and stretch here. You might be noticing that I can fold quite deeply in this stretch. Many people cannot, so please don't make any judgment on yourself or where you're at in your body today. We're always doing what's best for our body, not anybody else's. And this might also be a good place to rest your head on a prop. Inhale as you start to look forward, walking the hands towards the body or up the legs until we come back to that seated posture. Bringing the knees together, holding on either in front of or behind the knees here. We're going to start to lean back with the straightish back. Inhale as we lift that chest. Exhale as we round the spine and bring the head in. Inhale as we lift the chest, start to let the head fall back slightly. And exhale as we round the back and bring the chin in. This is our seated cat and cow posture. Just to get that spinal movement, get the fluid moving. From here, we're going to bring this left foot underneath the hip. Right foot is going to cross over in front of that left knee. Left arm starts to reach out as we lift that chest forward and wrap around that right knee. Right arm is going to sweep back. And if you're able to, if your neck is okay for this today, looking behind yourself, looking over that right shoulder, getting a nice spinal twist. You're going to feel this in the hip or in the right side glute. Depends on where you're tight today. And slowly start to unravel. We made it. We're going to release that right leg up. Take a moment to just point and flex into that foot. Release any tension. And then we're going to bring that foot down. Switching sides. Left foot comes to the mat. Left knee raises. We're going to bring that right foot in underneath that left hip. Left foot comes in front of the right knee. And again, remind yourself that it may not look quite like it does for me. We can modify any amount. If we're not going to make it that foot in front of that knee and it has to be on the other side, that's fine too. Find what will work for your body today. And when we're ready, that right arm comes out as the heart lifts. Exhale as we wrap it around the knee and just pull it in towards the chest. Left arm reaches behind as we twist and look over that left shoulder. Allow the eyes to soften here. Just relax into the breathing. And again, maybe we smile, thinking of something that makes us happy. I like to use aromatherapy in my practice. When I take those nice deep breaths, I can smell it coming in. Do what's best for you. Some nice music at home. I have some playing, but you might not hear it on your end. It's always a good way to set the mood and get ready to enjoy your self-time, that self-care, and slowly unravel forward. Supporting the back of that leg, some movement into the feet. Bringing that left foot down. I'm going to bring both feet out and just shake it out for some movement from all the bent knees. Flexing and pointing. Hands come down to the side. Lengthen. We're going to put some pressure down into the ground as we start to straighten through the arms. But the idea is that we're not bringing the shoulders up towards the ears. So the hands might have to come slightly behind you, and we're lengthening the spine here. For me, that means slightly lifting myself up off the ground, but depending on your arm length and your torso length, that might look a little bit different. One more deep inhale in and relax the hands, relax the arms.
Welcome to Oxford Community Television. We are proud that our 4 communities continue to choose local programming, local news, sports, community issues, familiar faces, celebrations, and commitment to each other. Welcome to Oxford Community Television.
Thank you for coming today. I hope you enjoyed your practice. Leaving every day a little bit better than when we started. I hope to see you next week. Join us on our next episode. Have a good night. Namaste.